1802, good luck. Knight f3 as per usual with white. We've not played before, no head-to-head score there. Our opponent 9,000 games of rapid. That's an experienced rapid player. We're on 1100. Not got many games either, so it's mainly a rapid specialist. Let's play c4, our normal reti opening here. I'm doing a mix with d4 as well, a little bit more now, just a normal queen's pawn game. He plays d4 himself, so we'll play b4. And then we're just going to try and develop the bishop, maybe e3 or g3. Sometimes I mix it up just for that little bit of variety's sake, but I'll just develop the bishop here, just to create an attack against the pawn. A lot of these lines, it's very common to sack the b pawn, so say he goes up and a pawn for a pawn. That happens quite a lot in some of these lines. So he's played queen forward to attack the pawn. Does that give us a chance to keep it if we play c5? I'm not familiar with this move. Our opponent might not be familiar with the opening either, so they're just playing move at the c. But if I play c5, there's no queen here to hit the pawn, and we can then take back right. So has he got a good trick somewhere if we go c5? It's an immediate attack to the queen. It's got to go somewhere, but I think we can just take and drop back. Why not? Let's go there. It takes a little bit of pressure off, but it's a move I'm not familiar with, so it could lead to a problem further down the line. Once we're a few moves along and these pawns push along, my whole queenside position could collapse. So I'm still going to have to try and do something like this quickly and get castled. But in the immediate term, I'm just looking here to take the pawn. We hit the knight. We can develop the knight here. So it's got to be right to take. It just doesn't matter which one. I think I like the bishop. It creates an immediate threat to trade my bishop for a knight. I can play e3 if he comes here. Actually, if he comes in here, he hits my pawn. I could drop the bishop back. I could play a3, but then obviously we're vulnerable to moves like a5. Yeah, he's attacking the knight, threatening to win our bishop. So we could take here, either takes, or we can maybe drop back, or even drop fully back to prepare the knight coming up. If I played the knight up immediately, queen in looks problem. Queen in, then I've got knight here, haven't I? No, my bishop would hang, that's right. Knight in, if he's still attacking the bishop, but then can I go here? It gets messy, doesn't it? I think knight up is a move. If he comes here and pawn up, that guards the bishop. This pawn guards my knight. I attack his queen, but he can take and attack my queen. Well, let's just do it. It's too confusing, so let's just do it anyway. A lot of chess positions get very confused, and sometimes you just don't figure them out. You go wrong. And that's exactly what he's done. So can I just play e3 now? He can just take the pawn, can't he? Now, if I play knight up here, I'll lose my bishop. So e3, he takes. Then we've got rook across, and we hit this pawn, right? It looks good. I'm going to do that. It looks like a nice position. If he takes, we can activate the rook and hit this pawn. So let's hit the queen and hit the pawn. He takes, but I can take here, and I'm still protected. So I'm going to take here and create a double attack. The knight still guards here. Pawns guard these pieces. So he's gone back. So if I take with the queen, don't we win the rook as well? It looks like it. We threaten checkmate here, actually, which is easy to miss. It's one of them where it's just collapsed in a hurry on it, but it could collapse for either side. Unless you actually know the specific theory, it could collapse for either side, but there's a mate in one threat on the board as well as the rook. And if the rook falls, then the knight should fall as well. That's one of them can go wrong for both colours. If you're just making moves on the fly and you're not certain of it. But obviously that's the case with a lot of chess positions, especially when you get further in the game. But I don't see a defence, but don't mean there isn't one. Like, can he gamble? I could say knight up though, there's still this mate in one threat, otherwise he'd be threatening to rip our king open. But it's kind of guarded and it's guarded, so I don't see a defence. He can maybe push a pawn, 1 or 2. Check, king up. And I don't see the finish actually, so yeah, maybe he's got e5, might be a bit of an odd move. We just win the rook and win the knight. But that's how positions can just go wrong early on. And like I said, to be fair for both sides, so I think we just take the knight first. He'll have to go here, then take here. We might as well get the knight first, then we can win the rook. He'll end up here, and it should be over. It should be. I mean, we've got bishop coming in as well. He had knight back, but we can still collect, right? So just take. Then we've got the bishop coming in. But there's got to be a finish somewhere, hasn't there? There has to be. Let's check. So now I can check here. I don't see the checkmate. I think he can run a few moves, but let's come back. Okay, I've got time. Can we figure out the checkmate? Pawn up. There's no queen here. It's covered. Knight check is a move and it gets the knight off. I just don't want to do something really dumb stupid and it all goes to pot. Maybe I just castle, actually go really slow and steady, but check. You can't go here or here. So check. He's got 3 squares. I don't see the force mate. I'm actually just going to castle. I don't see the force finish. I'm just going to castle. That king's a bit worse off than mine, isn't it? That's how I'm looking at it now. I like the idea, just get the knight off the board here. Get rid of that knight. As long as you find the finish eventually, that's all that you really need, isn't it? So, well, actually, that's a discovered check as well. That's actually a free piece because it's protected. You can't take back. So I can keep my knight, I guess. Let's check. There has to be a checkmate here somewhere. It's just figuring out where it is. Check he can collect. So let's just drop the queen back then. Okay, he's pushed forward. Logical. So check. Maybe a move, maybe not. Let's just move the knight out the way and go after the king. As long as he can push a pawn somewhere, there's no stalemate, and eventually he just calls it a day. It's just one of them where the opening can go wrong very early, and it did do. So let's see what it was in engine speak. It's only 22 moves, and they're the move times for both players. See, the Reti opening, advanced variation. If you click that, you can do some puzzling. I do quite a lot of those. So yeah, I'm just finding all the good moves here, but we're just trying to find a way to finish eventually. It doesn't matter how. And it's just this move on move 4. So 98 and 83, so let's just see. Have we missed a quicker finish? But this is just a standard position. You'll see this structure in lots and lots of my games. And yeah, queen to d6, not a move I'm familiar with. Not a move I'm familiar with. It is indeed a blunder. See, c5 is the engine's preferred move. So c5, g3. Again, you'll see this in lots and lots of my games with this g3 idea. a5, b5, queen up, bishop up, e5. They can get quite sharp, these positions. Black can often get a lot of space in them. They can be a little bit tricky for white to play sometimes. See, that doesn't look too bad at all for black, does it? It doesn't look bad at all. White's bishop's bogged down. Well, that was the main engine line there. But queen here gives us a chance to push. And then it gets a little bit tricky. But knight up was a good move. Queen c4, an inaccuracy again. e3 was good. Then rook to b1 was good. Just a common sense development move. You're getting your rook into play. You're attacking the pawn. Queen takes was good. Queen takes here was good. And now there's a forced checkmate. It says checkmate is now unavoidable after the knight up. So there's a mate in 8 on the board, but it was good to take on c6. I haven't obviously not found a mate in 8. Then take the rook. Then bishop check was good. Now there's a checkmate in 2, and I just didn't see it. Is it queen here, maybe? And you have to block and then takes, and yeah, the king can't run, that's it. Queen c8, I can see it now. Now I don't have the clock there, not under that time pressure. You've only got the one move, we take, and the king's got nowhere to run to because of this bishop and the queen. So yeah, that's going to be the line there. So I can see it now that I don't have the time there, but I'm just trying to win the game. I don't really mind how I win the game as long as we just play for a win. So I just got the knight off, a little bit of luck there. Then eventually our opponent just had enough of this one. Just let's get on with another game. Fair enough.